In this video, I'm going to show you how to create your portfolio for Project 1. So you should have a portfolio that looks somewhat similar to this. Your template should look like this to the left, where you have all of the outcomes for the course, and then you have each of the projects down here. So for Project 1, you're going to want to turn in your portfolio URL with your Project 1 in this space, in the corresponding space. So your project should be in this space in your portfolio when you turn it in. And you'll also want to address these outcomes off to the left. So let's look at how this former student does it. Pretend as if this portfolio is what he turns in for Project 1. So he has his paper, and then first he talks about the outcome of Analyze, and he talks about how Project 1 specifically helped him meet this outcome. He's got evidence here in the form of a quote from the actual textbook in the course, and he talks about how the textbook helped him learn this outcome of Analyze. Then he pulls in a quote from his own project to indicate that he has met this outcome. He talks about how he pulls in this quote to not only establish the ethos of the FDA, but it also adds to his own logos that he used in his project. And he has a corresponding picture here, which is what we want you to do. We want you to think about what pictures and graphics complement the text that you use. And he even has a link here to this author's website, the author of some of the sources that he used to support his first project. So let's just look at a couple more. You'll notice how under Characterize, he talks about Project 1 again and how it helped him meet the outcome of Characterize. He's got evidence here in the form of a quote, which is exactly what we want. And then so on and so forth. He actually does this with every single outcome. He talks about how Project 1 helps him meet these outcomes. And again, he uses graphics and quotes from his projects, quotes from his peers, quotes from the instructional assistants, and so on and so forth. You want your portfolio to look somewhat similar to this when you turn in Project 1. So you want to address all of these outcomes. So let's just keep scrolling through, and you'll see that he has quotes, and he has pictures, he has all kinds of graphics, and he has definitely written something about Project 1 in all of these spaces. This is how we want you to do it. We want you to address these outcomes and talk about how Project 1 helped you learn the outcomes in the course. So you'll want to try and write about 1 to 2 paragraphs in each of these spaces talking about Project 1. So notice here too, he has a picture of Samuel Epstein, who is the author of one of the sources he used, and also he has a link to the guy's website. So this is great. We want you to start thinking about how to use links, how to use pictures to enhance your project, to enhance your portfolio, and we want you to start writing a lot in these spaces talking about Project 1. So hopefully this has been more explanatory about the portfolio and how it should look for Project 1. But keep in mind that you want to have addressed all of these outcomes, and you want to have placed your Project 1 in its corresponding link, and then you're going to give the URL to your instructor in the Project 1 Dropbox. So please email your instructor or post something in the Writer's Lounge if any of this is confusing.